Hello, good morning, everyone. I hope I find you in good spirits today. Uh, it's a sunny day today, and I just thought I could make a nice video for everyone. And today we'll be talking about, you know, scenario in case if you get laid off at your job, like, life happens, and sometimes you have to find your way out of that situation. And this article is something that I'll just try to see if we can pick something from it, and learn as we go. So what to do if you get laid off. The key takeaways: layoffs are very common practice in business, especially since the COVID-19 pandemic. There are things you can do to help manage financially in the short term. There's also an opportunity to re-evaluate your career before taking next steps that could shape your medium to long-term future. So layoffs are common and often unavoidable part of working life. There are many reasons why companies decide to lay off employees, from economic conditions to restructuring, cutting costs, seasonal requirements, going through a merger or acquisition, and many more. Being laid off, however, is not the same thing as being let go. If you have been fired, your company is letting you go due to elements that are within your control, such as performance, breach of contract, or misconduct. If you have been laid off, it's for reasons that are beyond your control, as was the case with for many people during the COVID-19 pandemic. Whether you've been laid off temporarily or permanently, there are some steps to take to deal with the immediate impact, as well as to set yourself up for success afterwards. Things to do right away: if you are laid off, the process will likely involve meeting with a senior member of the team and or human resources. They will explain why you are being laid off, and if they don't ask, as well as conditions for your termination. This can be a lot of information to process, especially if you feel the news has come out of nowhere. There are some things to do in the hours and days immediately following the news that you've been laid off, including taking a step back. You may feel a mix of emotions, including confusion, anger, shock, and frustration. It's important to take a step back to allow any negative emotions to subside, especially if you want to maintain a good relationship in the hopes of getting a good reference. Talk to your loved ones. Letting your loved ones know as soon as possible will help, not only with emotional aspect of dealing with the news, but it may be especially important if you need to figure out financial commitments, such as how to keep up with your mortgage payments or the cost of childcare. This applies mostly to people in Canada. So if you're in Canada, you have to apply for employment insurance, which is EI, and most of you are familiar with this term. If you have lost your job through no fault of your own, you can claim regular benefits to help cover your costs of living as soon as you stop working. Make sure you apply for EI benefits as soon you have learned you are being laid off. Ask about severance. In Canada, an employee has the right to collect severance if they have worked for 12 consecutive months before they are laid off. Make sure you ask your employer about severance pay, including how much this will be and when will it be paid. For example, you could receive severance as a lump sum payment or as a salary continuance. In either case, severance pay is taxable, and so you may wish to transfer it directly into a registered retirement savings plan, which is RRSP. If you are able to limit the tax you pay, ask about your final paycheck. Make sure you ask about when you will receive your final paycheck and whether it will include any additional money such as payouts of acquired sick leave, vacation, overtime, or back pay. Know your rights. Make sure you know the rules to protect yourself if you're laid off. Check the Government of Canada website and be sure and brush up on your province's labor rules too. Ask about your benefits coverage. Ask what happens to your benefits, as it may be the coverage for you and your dependents will stop when you leave the company. If this is the case, you might want to look into purchasing some personal insurance to keep you covered until you join another workplace benefits plan. Make a plan for your pension. You may also want to look into what happens to your workplace pension if you have been paying into one. It may be that you can transfer your pension, increase your contributions to your RSP until you have found a new job, or even take your pension with you when you leave. Tell your wider network. Layoffs are a very common occurrence, and it doesn't hurt to reach out and let your network know you are looking for a new opportunity. Many people are often willing to help, especially if they have been through a similar situation. This could help come in the form of introductions to hiring managers or recruiters, a reference, or letting you know about positions or that could be of interest to you. Plan for next steps. The days and weeks following a layoff may be filled with mixed emotions, but they can also provide you with the opportunity for a fresh start to take exciting new steps in your career. You may choose to start a job search. You may have been happy in your chosen field and or position and want to stay working in the same industry. Take some time to update your resume, cover letter with the recent experience, as well as social media networks like LinkedIn. You can change your profile settings to let recruiters know you are open to work. If you are applying to many positions, it's a good idea to have a system to track what you're applying to, when and if you have had any follow up from human resources to help you stay organized. You can also think of going back to school or update your skills. Now could be the time to go to college or university to learn some new skills which could be useful if you are looking to upskill or change careers. You could also take a course online which you could continue around your next job if you return to full time work. You can also think about relocating if you felt that your job tied you to where you live. You are now able to explore other options. You could look for work in different cities, provinces, or territories, or even countries, and many places will interview online. So you may be able to line something up before relocating. You can also try consulting or freelance work. Maybe you have never considered self employment before, or perhaps you have had a side hustle that you have always wanted to expand. Offering your services as a contractor on a freelance basis could be a great way to limit the amount of time you spend out of work, and now could be as good a time as any to give working for yourself a try. Changing careers. You may take some time to reflect on your career to date and might decide that this layoff has provided you an opportunity to change careers completely. Staying prepared for the future. Remember, even if you never experience being laid off, it's always a good idea to have a plan in place for what could happen if you did. This plan might include carrying out an annual financial health check, look at your budget once a year to see how much you have saved in the event you were out of work, along with how you would manage any debt repayments. Keep your resume updated. It's always a good idea to keep your resume fresh and ready to send if the right opportunity comes up. Save important documents. Make sure to save things like work samples, reviews, and other documents that could help you in the event you need to start applying unexpectedly. Update your social media. Make sure you regularly ask colleagues for reviews and recommendations that could help you in a job hunt. Have an advisor. An advisor can provide advice when it comes to the financial side of being laid off, such as transferring out of a company pension and how to stay on track with your retirement goals. What's next? Being laid off can be stressful event, especially if it came without a warning. Make sure to take care of your mental health and take proactive steps to manage feelings of anxiety. Ask for help. Talk to loved ones, co-workers, and others in your life that may have shared experiences that can help you better deal with what you are going through. Remember that life goes on after job loss. While experiencing the blues is normal, you can and will find another job and take the next step in your career. Well, that's it for today, guys. There's just some key nuggets on what you can do, with your life in case you experience layoff at your jobs. Always stay alert, and you never know what tomorrow might bring. And yeah, that's the message for today. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye for now.